sweet Sue, of his own heart's desire. Sweet Sue, I long. And so Sue named the wedding day, but there was a price Bill had to pay. Sue wanted a bustle, the finest, of course, and she aimed to be wedded to riding Bill's horse. Well, Sue got her bustle, and it sure was classy. Put the finishing touch on that sweet gal's chassis.
Well, that there happy blushing bride was a busting out with girlish pride.
But Bill had promised Slewfoot Sue a ride on Widowmaker, too. Would that horse be willing to let Sue ride?
Well, here comes the answer. Fit to be tied.
Widowmaker was plumb irritated.
But it didn't bother Sue none.
She walked right up to that critter's side. Her gentle hand touched his bristling hide. Her foot found the stirrup. With a flick of her bustle, Sue was aboard and sought for the tussle. The proceedings begun to commence forthwith.
No doubt about it, that there Sue was a regular female buckaroo.
And then, that bustle.
Underneath them frills and flounces, Sue was developing plenty of bounces. Got to be more than that gal could handle.
And Sue took off like a Roman candle. That devilish contraption of steel and wire kept bouncing that poor gal higher and higher. And soon it was plain to the multitude that Sue was a gaining altitude.
Sure looked like she was a goner.
But no, here come a ray of hope.
Look, it were Bill and his trusty rope.
He'd darn soon put a stop to this.
Shucks. Bill has never knowed to miss.
Bill was calm, confident. He built his loop with careless ease. He judged his distance, tested the breeze. Then a whirl and a twirl and a twist of the wrist, he let her go. But the champagne missed.
How it come to happen, nobody could never figure out.
She was off again on her heavenly flight. Up she went, clean out of sight, till far into space this unfortunate maid finally come to the moon. And that's where she stayed. In the state of Texas, USA, life still goes on in the same old way. And the Pecos River still flows on, but the greatest cowboy on earth is gone. Yeah, Bill went back to the coyotes, but he never forgot Sue. And every night when the moon riz high, he'd lift his voice in mournful cry, bewailing the fate of his lady fair, his long-lost love in the sky up there. So painful was his grief to see the varmints joined in out of sympathy. And that's how come to this very day, coyotes howl at the moon that way. From Disney boys
to Disney girls,
love is crazy.
It is said that a boy chases a girl until she catches him. It seems to work that way with ducks, too. For on this fine day, Donald couldn't have known that he was destined to meet the girl of his dreams. But Daisy knew.
Well. La, 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 la.
whole thing was Donald's own fault. He was just a lonesome bachelor searching for his ideal.
Oh, dear.
Now, the duck is quite impulsive by nature. But actually, he was not unhappy as a bachelor, though at times he felt he was missing something.
Help! Help! Save me! Oh, darn.
His technique was simple. He swept her off her feet. His search was over. At last, he'd found his dream girl. Took her to the latest movies. Just two crazy kids. They dined in the best places. He took her to his favorite spot. And she took him to hers. And when he could resist no longer, he kissed her. He knew he was winning her over because he was invited to meet the family.
Donald, meet my brothers. This is my mother.
Hey, what's the name? Donald Duck, Mom.
And this is Daddy.
They were his kind of people. He knew the time had come to pop the question. Tonight's the night.
Here comes Dreamboat. Dreamboat's not coming, just moving slowly. Anybody home?
Be down as soon as I powder my nose, dreamer.
At last, the stage was set for his big moment.
Would I? Baby!
At last, his dreams had come true. Her family didn't feel they'd lost a daughter, but had gained a son.
Goodbye, Daisy.
She helped plan their honeymoon.
But I promised them.
She was loyal. She was sensitive. And had a wonderful sense of values. They drove directly to their dream cottage. Alone at last.
Don't track no mud on them flowers.
Well, with the honeymoon over, they settled down to domestic life and got to know each other better.
What's the matter?
He would never forget that first evening when he returned home.